The second Red Bull seat. Should we talk about it? Is it truly cursed? Not one, not two. I think there's been about 3 drivers now that have struggled to drive the car and produce some kind of performance. And now they're thinking of getting Yuki Tsunoda for that Red Bull seat. Although Yuki is doing a magic at the moment with the Racing Bull, but as soon as he comes to Red Bull, pressure might be too much for him as well. Daniel Ricciardo was probably the only driver that could and was able to drive that horrendous setup of a car. Also, let's talk about Verstappen and his driving style. Obviously, he is one of the best drivers in probably the history of Formula 1. But to say that Verstappen is purely just talent and that car doesn't matter is simply just glazing. Also, questioning driver not being able to drive the Red Bull car is simply absurd. That's like asking a right-hand person to start writing with the left hand. Completely different setup, completely different driving style, so you can't really blame a driver not being able to match Verstappen's driving style. Verstappen probably won't be able to match some of the other drivers' smooth setups. In my opinion, I think the car is about 60 to even 70% of the overall driver's results. And that 30% of driver being the consistency, the risk taking and everything else. And that, I think in Verstappen's case, is 10 out of 10. So the question now is Red Bull gonna start designing a car that is less Verstappen oriented? Otherwise, they're gonna risk being a midfield team forever.